Why is receiving a dirty word? December 30, 2013. Dear ones, we wish to direct your attention to receiving, for many of you are not comfortable with that aspect of your being. Perhaps you feel guilty for not giving more during the holiday season to family, friends or charities. As if by spending or giving more, all that is not right in your life or someone else's will be better. But we venture to guess that few of you feel guilt about not receiving more. The thought of wanting more is what makes you feel guilty. You have learned, to give is divine. There are few phrases encouraging you to receive. Oh, once in a while, you might read that being thankful for what someone gives you is appropriate. But asking for something is seldom correct in your society. The word selfish is most often used. Asking for something and truly expecting it to materialize likely ended in childhood when you realized there was no Santa Claus other than yourself. How many of you spend more than you intend for others during the holidays? Those same thought processes seldom apply to you. Even though you buy items you need or want, most often you do so with thoughts of your budget, if the item is really needed, and/or similar filters. Your media, friends, family and community constantly remind you how right giving is, even describing how wonderful you will feel when you do so. And perhaps you do. But receiving does not warrant a similar emphasis in your 3D world. Giving to others, individuals or organizations, while denying yourself, is the 3D model. Perhaps such a statement makes you angry, for giving does make you joyful. If such is true, this channel is not addressed to you, for you have found a source of joy. But those who give because they should or because of guilt are neither giving nor receiving. In New Earth, all interactions are shared. You receive as well as give. Therefore, learning how to joyfully accept and expect receiving is an extremely important self-contained lesson. As a child, did you think it was wrong for you to be fed and cared for? At what point in your earth life did receiving become wrong? Ah! Now you are understanding. Giving and not expecting anything in return is a caretaker stance. Did you not caretake your children when they were young? But at the same time, did you not expect rewards such as watching your child take their first steps or those little arms wrapped around your neck in love and joy? You and your child experienced a sharing relationship. But if that same child continues the need to be cared for as an adult despite responding to that caretaking with little more than, is that all there is? The relationship is not a sharing relationship. It has become a caretaking victim relationship. Perhaps you believe you will receive in the future, or it is a pay-it-forward type process. Such is well and good if it is true. But the reality most often is that you are giving or caretaking with little expectation of receiving. And at some point, that caretaking becomes victimization. Now you are concerned that we are shifting your thoughts to a selfish mode. So we are. Selfish is a bad word in your current vocabulary, and giving is a word that is so right. But right for whom? Right for you to give all you have to someone who could create what they need? Right for you to take away their innate powers by constantly showing them you are wiser and better? Have you asked yourself similar questions before donating your time or money? How do you view the objects of your generosity? As for them? Or as someone who just needs to be reminded of their powers? Some of you have adult children or friends living in your home. Is it a sharing relationship, or have they reverted to the childlike stance of, I must be taken care of even if it means you are impoverished, for I am the important person in this relationship? Please know that, if you have not already experienced it, an emotional shift is occurring. Perhaps initially it was right for you to caretake your adult child or friend. But somehow that relationship deteriorated to the point that your life revolves around their needs. The same has happened with charities and churches. You barely have enough to pay rent, yet you feel guilty when you do not share with those in need. You are in need now, emotionally and physically. For you are restructuring your inner being, including learning how to receive. And as you do so, it is likely you will be exposed to feelings of guilt for not giving enough, financial or emotional caretaking. As Earth shifts to love, Those who wish to remain enmeshed in fear will do whatever it takes to continue a fear-based world. The same is true for caretaking. As you remove yourself from a caretaking equation, those who are comfortable with or expected your caretaking will attempt to return you to that life. But as you transition to love and joy, you are removing your caretaking elements. One of which is, giving is divine. Your new mantra is, sharing is divine. Sharing is a joyful win-win situation for all. Yet those used to being taken care of will fight to maintain those 3D caretaking beliefs. A bit like your toddler insisting he needs his bottle after he is capable of drinking from a glass. It is time for you to say no to yourself and others. Only with sharing will you experience the joy of your relationships. This is New Earth. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com